Hello everyone, welcome to Tennis Fan Video. Aryna Sabalenka defeated Coco Gauff 6-2, 4-6, 6-3 to win the Miami Open. In doing so, Sabalenka completed the Sunshine Double, having already won Indian Wells earlier this month. It was the perfect end to a perfect month for Sabalenka, who continues to prove why she's the world number one. The Belarusian has now won 11 WTA 1000 titles, moving her level with one of her greatest rivals. Aryna Sabalenka equals Iga Swiatek for WTA 1000 title wins. Sabalenka and Iga Swiatek have now both won 11 WTA 1000 titles. They sit second on the list of WTA 1000 champions since the format was introduced in 2009, behind only the great Serena Williams. Most WTA 1000 titles since 2009. Rank. Name. Country. Titles. 1. Serena Williams. USA. 13-2. Aryna Sabalenka. Belarus. 11-2. Iga Swiatek. Poland. 11-4. Victoria Azarenka. Belarus. 10-5. Simona Halep. Romania. 9-5. Petra Kvitova. Czechia. 9. Most WTA 1000 since format introduction in 2009. For several years, Sabalenka and Swiatek have dominated women's tennis, so it's no surprise to see them this high on the leaderboard. What is perhaps more interesting is the direction both players are heading. While they are tied for second, only one player looks likely to take Williams' record on current form at least. The Pole failed to win a match in Miami, prompting Swiatek to fire her coach, Wim Fissette. Sabalenka, on the other hand, has just won her third title of the season, becoming just the fifth woman to complete the Sunshine Double. Women to complete the Sunshine Double. 2026, Aryna Sabalenka. 2022, Iga Swiatek. 2016, Victoria Azarenka. 2005, Kim Clijsters. 1994/1996, Steffi Graf. As they head onto clay, one player is on top of the world, literally, and the other is searching for answers. The difference in form is seen clearest when looking at the live WTA race. Live WTA race. Rank. Name. Country. 2026 points. 1. Aryna Sabalenka. Belarus. 3,800. 2. Elena Rybakina. Kazakhstan. 3,483. 3. Jessica Pegula. USA. 2,406. 4. Alina Svitolina. Ukraine. 2,255. 5. Karolina Muchova. Czechia. 1,945. 6. Victoria Mboko. Canada. 1,927. 7. Coco Gauff. USA. 1,695. 8. Mira Andreeva. Russia. 1,368. 9. Amanda Anisimova. USA. 1,130. 10. Belinda Bencic. Switzerland. 1,080. 11. Iga Swiatek. Poland. 1,020. Sabalenka is close to surpassing the 4,000-point mark and sits at the top of the pile, while Swiatek is all the way down in 11th. If the season were to end today, Swiatek wouldn't qualify for the WTA finals, something that's almost been a given for the 24-year-old ever since she broke through. There's no reason for Swiatek to panic just yet, but if she doesn't find some form soon, Sabalenka will ride off into the distance. Iga Swiatek still has more Grand Slam wins than Aryna Sabalenka. Sabalenka is now level with Swiatek for WTA 1000 wins, but at the Grand Slam level, the Pole still has the edge. Aryna Sabalenka's Grand Slam wins. 4. Grand Slam final. Opponent. Score. 2023 Australian Open. Elena Rybakina. 4-6, 6-3, 6-4. 2024 Australian Open. Qin Wenjing. 6-3, 6-2. 2024 US Open. Jessica Pegula. 7-5, 7-5. 2025 US Open. Amanda Anisimova. 6-3, 7-6. Iga Swiatek's Grand Slam wins. 6. Grand Slam final. Opponent. Score. 2020 French Open. Sofia Kenin. 6-4, 6-1. 2022 French Open. Coco Gauff. 6-1, 6-3. 2022 US Open. Ons Jabeur. 6-2, 7-6. 2023 French Open. Karolina Muchova. 6-2, 5-7, 6-4. 2024 French Open. Jasmine Paolini. 6-2, 6-1. 2025 Wimbledon. Amanda Anisimova. 6-0, 6-0. Iga Swiatek's Grand Slam wins. However, that could well change by the end of the year, with 3 Grand Slams still to play for. If Sabalenka were to win all 3, which, if she continues to play as well as she is, doesn't seem all that unlikely, she'll move ahead of Swiatek onto 7 titles. Neither player will want to concern themselves with Grand Slam talk just yet, though, as there is plenty of tennis to be played between now and the French Open. Next up is the Stuttgart Open, which begins on Monday, April 13th. The electric atmosphere of Hard Rock Stadium in Miami witnessed another historic chapter in women's tennis as Aryna Sabalenka powered past Coco Gauff to capture the Miami Open title, further cementing her place at the top of the sport. With the victory, the Belarusian star matched a remarkable record previously held by Iga Swiatek, reinforcing the idea that the modern WTA era is defined by a handful of dominant champions battling for supremacy. A final worthy of the stage. The Miami Open final between Sabalenka and Coco Gauff was more than just another championship match. It was a clash between 2 of the most explosive talents in tennis. The American crowd roared behind Gauff, hoping the young star could deliver a home victory. But Sabalenka arrived with the kind of confidence only a player riding a wave of victories can possess. From the opening games, Sabalenka's power was unmistakable. Her booming serve and thunderous ground strokes pushed Gauff deep behind the baseline. The first set quickly swung in Sabalenka's favor as she broke early and controlled the rallies, eventually taking it 6-2. Yet champions rarely surrender easily. Gauff, known for her resilience and defensive brilliance, regrouped in the second set. She began absorbing Sabalenka's pace and turning defense into offense. A few clutch returns and well-timed passing shots helped the Americans steal the momentum. The crowd erupted as Gauff captured the set 6-4, forcing a dramatic decider. Sabalenka's champion's response. If the second set belonged to Gauff, the third showcased Sabalenka's champion mentality. Instead of allowing frustration to creep in, she raised her level yet again. Her serve became even more dominant, and her aggressive returns kept Gauff under constant pressure. One crucial moment came midway through the final set. With the score tightly balanced, Sabalenka unleashed a series of fearless forehands that earned her the decisive break. From that point on, she never looked back. Moments later, with one final powerful rally, Sabalenka sealed the match 6-2, 4-6, 6-3, lifting the Miami Open trophy as the crowd applauded both competitors. Matching Iga Swiatek's record. Beyond the trophy itself, the victory carried deeper historical significance. Sabalenka's triumph allowed her to equal a prestigious record previously achieved by world number 1 rival Iga Swiatek, further intensifying one of the most compelling rivalries in modern tennis. For the past several seasons, Swiatek and Sabalenka have been the 2 pillars of the WTA Tour. Swiatek's precision, movement, and tactical brilliance have brought her multiple Grand Slam titles. Sabalenka, meanwhile, has built her legacy through sheer power and relentless aggression. By matching Swiatek's record, achieved through an extraordinary run of top-level tournament wins, Sabalenka has effectively declared that the era of dominance in women's tennis is not owned by just one player. Instead, it's a fierce battle between champions who push each other to new heights. A golden run through the Sunshine Double. Sabalenka's Miami triumph also capped a spectacular stretch of tennis. Coming off another title earlier in the month, she stormed through the Miami draw without dropping a match until the final set battle with Gauff. Her path to the championship included wins over several dangerous opponents, each match highlighting a different aspect of her game. Explosive serving that consistently produced free points. Relentless baseline aggression that forced opponents into defensive positions. Improved composure during high-pressure moments. In previous seasons, Critics sometimes questioned whether Sabalenka's aggressive style could hold up under the most intense situations. But in Miami, she answered those doubts emphatically. Coco Gauff's growing legacy. While Sabalenka celebrated victory, Coco Gauff also left Miami with plenty of positives. At just 22 years old, she has already proven herself as one of the most consistent players on the tour. Gauff's run to the final showcased her incredible athleticism and mental strength. Throughout the tournament, she defeated several top players with a mix of speed, defensive skill, and increasingly confident shot-making. Against Sabalenka, she demonstrated once again that she belongs among the sport's elite. Taking a set from the world's most powerful player on such a big stage showed that Gauff is not just the future of tennis, she is very much part of its present. The rivalry's defining a new era. Women's tennis is entering an exciting phase where several young stars are shaping the tour's identity. Sabalenka, Swiatek, Gauff, Aryna Sabalenka, and a handful of rising challengers are creating a dynamic competitive landscape that keeps fans guessing every week. What makes Sabalenka's Miami victory especially intriguing is how it adds fuel to her rivalry with Swiatek. Each tournament seems to shift the balance slightly, with both players trading major victories and records. If Sabalenka continues playing at this level, their rivalry could become one of the defining storylines of the decade, much like the legendary battles between Serena Williams and her greatest challengers in years past. What comes next? With the Miami Open trophy now in her hands, Sabalenka's focus will quickly shift toward the clay court season. Clay has traditionally favored players like Swiatek, whose movement and heavy topspin thrive on slower surfaces. But if Miami proved anything, it's that Sabalenka's game continues to evolve. Her improved patience in rallies and smarter shot selection could make her a serious contender even on surfaces that once challenged her. For fans, that means one thing: the battles ahead could be even more thrilling. A champion in full flight. As Sabalenka lifted the Miami Open trophy under the Florida night sky, the moment symbolized more than just another tournament win. It represented a player reaching the peak of her powers, confident, fearless, and determined to shape the future of women's tennis. By defeating Coco Gauff and matching Iga Swiatek's impressive record, Sabalenka sent a powerful message to the entire tour. The race for tennis supremacy is far from over, and she intends to lead it. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.